good day. If you have not had the opportunity to meet me, my name is Pamela Gray Daniel. I'm a social unity and oneness practitioner. I am a social justice and social equality advocate and activist. And I'm here with a really important message. I decided that I'm not going to do takes with this, so I ask that you give me grace as I am very concerned and looking to be an active participant in the change that I want to see in the world. That's what it means to me to be a social unity and oneness practitioner. I practice social unity. I practice social justice. I practice social equality. And I was recently made aware that there was an incident in Atlanta, Georgia, which is actually where I went to college, where a establishment that was owned by Asian Americans or Asian, whatever they may have been, there was a mass shooting. I don't know all of the details, but it is in the news if you would like to check that out. The reason why I'm here is because this was a senseless loss of life that was motivated, racially motivated, because unfortunately, we have allowed ourselves to racialize COVID-19. And this isn't, before you go into an isolated incident mindset, which I've heard so many times before, I want to bring your attention to the fact that since last year, since the coronavirus showed up in the United States, there has been a 1900% rise in hate crimes against Asian and Asian Americans and folks in the Pacific Islander community. I just want to say I'm very emotional right now, and there may be things that I say that may be a result of my emotionality that and I want you to understand that my heart is for us as human beings to respect one another, to rise to a higher way of being than this fear of the other, this scarcity, this division mindset that we so often feel so comfortable slipping into and allowing us to talk, behave, and emotionally disconnect from one another. And when we do this, it justifies the mistreatment, the oppression, and the loss of sacred life. If you called yourself an ally, if you call yourself an ally, we cannot sit and be distracted by other things that really don't matter. We have to begin to do this very hard work of authentic allyship towards one another, not just the groups that we feel that we belong in, but those who we have marginalized in our own personal ways. We cannot expect our government and the system of our world to change if we are not willing to change. And this requires us to develop some emotional intelligence. This requires us to see all life as sacred. And that was not an all lives matter stance. That was we need to see all lives as sacred. And right now, we have fallen short of that in major ways. I have a hope for humanity that we will get this right, that we will stop using people as scapegoats. This virus, COVID-19, is a virus. It's no respecter of person. We've seen that. We cannot blame any country, any people, any nationality for what we've been through in the last year. We've all been through it, and we went through it together. And that should remind us of our common humanity. It should remind us that we're in this experience together to learn and to grow and to gain from the beauty and the diversity that is present in our world. Please support your fellow siblings. No matter what the color of their skin is, no matter where their country of origin is. But right now, in this moment, we need to support and we need to reflect about how we carry bias, oppressive thoughts towards other people. How do we carry those things? And how do we release them so that we can see a world that works for us all? To my family, my extended family, in the Asian American and the Asian API community, I stand with you in solidarity. You belong. You're valued. And in my work, I promise that I will continue to raise awareness about the issues that you all are affected by, as I will do for all of my family, descendants of Africa, my Hispanic community, and yes, even those who identify as white, to my German American, Italian American. We are all in this experience together. We can achieve so much more together, united, than we can apart, divided. We all have rights as human beings. And I believe that if we begin to really study the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and allow it to govern how we interact with one another, govern our behavior, and then hold our communities, our loved ones, our government accountable to basic human rights, to human rights, we can make a change. I ask that you search yourself, as I will continue to search myself and rid ourselves of divisive competition race mindset that separates us and does not allow us to reach our highest potential as one humankind. Thank you.